Hello, sweet friend. My name is Micah, and in this video, I would like to share with you the Cat Collage Club collage sheet collection for May. I'm the designer behind Cat Collage Club, and I just like to make this video to share with you what's included in this month's printables and to talk a little bit about the inspiration behind some of these illustrations, and in general just to share with you some cute kitties. So I hope you're doing well and you're nice and comfortable for us to take a look. So I think the theme of this month is that the cats are living the good life, and so to me that included a picnic in the park. Look at these two cuties. They have their picnic basket there. They brought some delicious strawberries and some grapes, and they're just having a wonderful time chatting to each other, sitting on their cute picnic blanket. So that's where all of this started. And then I thought, well, what else could we enjoy in the park? And so we have a cat also on a blanket, just reading a book. I definitely hope that that is going to be me sometime soon. And then we also have a cat that just is taking her cute dog on a stroll. They're so precious together. But then this cat is also just taking a moment to herself, sitting on the park bench, maybe taking a breather. Maybe she has a job in the city, you know. And I think she's looking at something interesting in the pond there. Maybe there's some fish in there or some cute froggies, who knows. But then we also have a cat on her bike going somewhere nice. And of course, with the temperatures getting warmer, we need to have a ice cream cart and some of the cats enjoying some refreshing ice cream. So yeah, that's what's happening here on sheet 1. And I also included some trees. I thought maybe you would like to play around with, setting up almost like a little scene in your journal. And so I thought that might be something fun to play around with. So yeah, that's sheet number 1. And then sheet number 2, we have the cats enjoying a good pampering session. So here's a cat that has just taken a shower, or maybe she had a fun bath and now she's putting on some lovely scented body lotion. Let me know if you have a favorite body lotion scent, especially for summer. I actually at some point played around with always using a differently scented body lotion for when I go on vacation, because then I sort of associate that scent with that vacation, and so that was always kind of fun. And then speaking of bubble baths, of course, we needed a cat enjoying one, and then she also has a scented candle there next to her, very unsafely right next to that plant, but fortunately this is all make-believe, and so that plant is not going to catch on fire. And then maybe this cat here puts on together a lovely outfit. Maybe that shirt is new and she's just trying to find out what goes well together. And then here we also have a cat that is just looking cute and admiring herself in the mirror. And then here, this kitty, she's putting on some makeup, just having some fun with creating different looks and finding the look that makes her feel cute and confident, all that good stuff. And we obviously need some exercising, right? That is definitely a reminder to myself to not sit so much and actually move my body and stretch my body. So that's what she's there for. And sometimes we just need a hot water bottle to ease some pain, or to just cuddle up and have it all comfy, cozy, warm. And then I created these cute bottles here just as space fillers, but I really like how they turned out. They have this wonderful retro look, and I was actually looking at perfume and lotion bottles from the 50s and 60s. So yeah, those are really cute. And I do also think that with this sort of blue with those pinks and purples, it also has quite the 50s, 60s retro look. So I kind of leaned into that. Kind of fun. And yeah, and then also we have these cats here on their phones. I mean, it's up for debate whether or not that is part of a pampering session to be on our phones, but maybe they're watching some really inspirational videos or some cute, funny animal videos or whatever, but those are sort of more evergreen and they fit on the page, so that's why they're there. And that's sheet number 2. Sheet number 3 houses a lot of requests, as I've been mentioning before. I love working on requests. And so here we have to thank Stephanie. And I'm going to have Stephanie's YouTube videos or YouTube channel linked below because she makes some wonderful journaling related videos. And her favorite flowers are pansies and sunflowers. I didn't do the sunflowers just yet, but yeah, I was happy to make some cats among the pansies. So we have one that is sort of more cool toned and then one that is warm toned, and then this cutie just sitting among them. And this cat kind of looks a little bit lost, but in a cute way. I don't know. I think this is quite precious with the little scarf, all looking so dandy, I guess. Is that the word? Or handsome? Yeah, I think it's precious. And then just to switch it up, I also created this cutie here with this pansy patterned dress. I thought that was kind of fun. And then just a really cool spring look with the dress and then a denim jacket over top. Really fun. And then I made her a little bigger because I felt like so far all of the elements had been pretty similar in size, and so just to switch it up and have something different, she's quite big. And then Zen requested something astrology slash space themed, and that is obviously a vast sort of array of potential designs. So I did a little bit of two things here, and I hope that is something that Zen will find enjoyable. So we, for one, have these astronaut cats, and I think they turned out so cute in their little space suits, just floating in space and exploring all these colorful stars and planets. So there's that. And then I also leaned into the more, what I would consider the more sort of astrology side of things. So we have this cat here with the telescope, just studying the constellations. And then these cats are, I guess, even more interpretive or fantastical, whatever you want to call it. They just have captured some stars, and I don't know if they're studying the stars or if you want to see the stars as symbols of wishes that you're holding on to, or yeah, whatever you find meaningful there. There's sort of, I guess, a little bit more room to interpret it in a very personal way. So yeah, I hope you enjoy those. I do quite like these colors. I think they're really cute. The sort of like pastel colors. And I wanted to take this sheet here as an opportunity to ask you all for your opinion, I guess. And so recently, or at least this month and last month, I've obviously been enjoying these cats that don't have an outline. So they're very shape-based. I mean, they do have some line detail, but it's not like these cats here, for example, where there's definitely more of a line quality to it. Like I draw the design with the line and then I color it. And so I was wondering if you all have a preference. Do you enjoy these cats where there's no outline and sort of more these shapes? Or do you like the look of the black outlines? And I guess they sometimes can have a little bit more contrast too. Does that mean that these are easier for you to print out? Or is it just like a personal preference? Just let me know. I would really love to hear your thoughts. And maybe also you enjoy both of them equally. That obviously is fine too, but I would really appreciate your feedback on that. Okay, now sheet number 4. I've been recently really enjoying making note papers and note cards, and so here I collected all of the designs on one sheet because I was thinking if you're someone who likes to print their printables on sticker paper, then you might find it useful to have your note papers on a separate sheet that you can then print on paper so that it's easier to write on and maybe not as thick. But then I ran into the issue that I had some leftover space on one of the mini sheets, and so I created more note papers. So unfortunately, I still ended up with note papers on some of the other sheets, but I don't know. I always try to make this as practical as possible, but yeah, it has its limitations, I suppose. But yeah, this I think is my favorite of all of them, I must say. Just this cat taking her bike through this lovely late spring, almost summer landscape. It's just really wonderful. That's definitely something that reminds me of home in Germany. That's definitely very going into summer kind of feel there. And then I also included the cat at her vanity. And I thought maybe you could use this to write out, yeah, just makeup or body care items that you're enjoying or something you want to try out, and make a wish list for a time when you would like to, yeah, indulge in something new, that kind of stuff. So I thought that was really cute there. And then I thought the cat with the pansies would also make a really cute header for a note paper. And then the cat on the bench, because I thought she looked so thoughtful, and so you can write down sort of your thoughts that you have while sitting in the park kind of thing. So yeah. And then on the side here, I had some leftover space that was very narrow, so I thought, why not make some more washi strips, because I felt like I haven't done that in a while. And so I came up with this one here with the trees. I think that's quite fun. And then a smaller one with some pansies. And then, of course, our May lettering pieces. So yeah, I hope you enjoy working with these, tipping them into journals, writing your thoughts down, or using them to frame photos. That can be fun. And I left these well, somewhat minimal, I suppose, because I personally really enjoy when I have note papers like this to keep adding onto them with patterned washi tape, or I could see, you could add like a stamp right here. So yeah, I hope you find these wonderful as is, but that they're also maybe inviting to add some customization to them. So yeah, that's sheet number 4. And then, as always, we have the last 2 sheets with the minis, and what that means is that we have all the elements from the previous sheets just small in about 70% size. And yeah, they look so cute. I always am just so enamored with the minis, because they just I don't know, there's just something that happens with the smallness that makes them so very cute. And that is it for the May collection for Cat Collage Club. I hope you're going to have so much fun with these cats in your journal and that you're gonna have a magical May. And thank you so much for sharing this time with me here, but also for your continued interest and support for these cute kitties and giving these cats a home in your journals. I always love seeing pictures that you share on Instagram. That's always so wonderful, and it just makes my heart grow a size. I want to be really cheesy about it, but it's true. So thank you so much. And until next time, happy journaling.